We live, 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 live. What's up, bitches? It's time for the animation stream part. Are we live now? I think I always gotta kick it off on YouTube first before I go back on the Twitch. So now we're jumping on both, baby. All right, let's fill out the docs. Let's get on Twitch too. Share the screen, yo. All right, we're breaking the bank for sure. Let's do it. Let's see. Docs. Sooner or later, I'm gonna find out a way to launch both these things with one simple flick of a button. Half shell. Heroes in a half shell, part 10. Oh shit, moderation. Moderation got me. Doesn't want to use that potty mouth. Okay, we're done with that. Let's go live. Start recording, baby. Oops, no, not recording. Start streaming. And we're live. Sweet. OBS works good. YouTube is having a hard time keeping up, but it's okay because we're gonna jump right into the mess of things. Stream popping. Cool. All right, Yeti's up, mic is up, room is up, full stream. We're crossing the streams. I think everything is good. All right, let's fucking get to it. Welcome everybody to the Anim stream. We're back again. So I'm gonna keep a tight eye on this, as well as both my stream stats. It's all good. So yeah, we're rocking this. All right, let's get to it. Let's see, what's the part that I want to get rid of? This one for sure. Oh. Stream off, stream on. Sipping on for the working man. And what am I at? FK here? All right, cool. Yeah, allow that shit. I paid for it. See, I almost wonder. steady yet painful but movements. I feel like I'm switching this thing in the middle of its movement here. Where do I switch it? I do not switch it? Okay. Well, looks like we gotta steadily break this. Guess we'll just eyeball it. That is crazy. Alright, let's see, let's try this in IK. Hooray. Mhm. Alright, let's just do it this way. Since he wants to be a little bitch, switch it right here. Son, what is going on with you? Alright, that's the IK blend. Alright. You had shit the hard way, huh? Let's grab this one. So I actually think what this? Let's try that. No, these switches don't. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about my M gear. Let's let's get rid of that. Cool. Now switch to IK. Ha! Fuck you. We did it. It should be a lot smoother now. Let's work around the knuckle. No, 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 no. Such a complex fucking character. Knuckle up here. Some of that. Mm. My advertising's wrong. Do I switch back through here? Yeah, I do. Something I like about that, I'm gonna revisit that. Alright, let's get out of here. I know you guys wanted to watch Ronin stuff. So let me just put that to bed. Tackle that shit another day. Cool. Alright, let's get to it. Yeah. Welcome to the late night Anim Squad, chumps. Hope you're ready to suffer. Cheers. Uh, yeah, Twitch is dead tonight. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, test, test. Check, check. 1, 2. Mm, 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 mm. Jesus, Maya. The hell? You got a hangover or something? What's going on here? I always notice that every new version of Maya that I pop up, like The first time, it always just takes forever in a day to open up. I think we're on shot 1 now. Yo. Any flipping time. Oh, yeah, my computer's rocking now. Alright, good deal. Alright, we're up, we're live. Alright, let's get to business. Alright, cool. Yeah, maybe not. We're good. We're good with the end of the cover, I think. Alright, where we left off here. Cool. Yep, that we did. Mhm. Alright, let's do it. Holy shit, where'd you come from? These guys off. Is this always there? Yeah, that I almost wonder if I should start putting effects in there right now with these, like, little contacts, but I'm probably gonna do it later. Way later. This boy here, oh, that works. Ink. That's where they need to be. Screw up this, that, hit here, there, this back here. There we go. Fucking mismatch. There we go. It's like I gotta reset this damn thing every time. How does that look? That's not bad. Yeah, that feels better. Grab both of these. Actually, probably wanna make that a little quicker. Good lord, it's dead out there tonight. Tuesday's just not a night. Wonder if it's because of the tariffs. Wonder if it's because everybody's too busy staying up to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's probably what it is. When Nintendo drops a new game, nobody's out on streams. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody animates tonight. Everybody stays up to wait for that Donkey Kong drop. That's why they're all like camping out right now. They're actually streaming camping out right now. People like watching people camp out, over the stream. Maybe that's something I need to work on. I can animate while I camp out. Would it make absolutely no sense? It's how you get better at this craft, guys. You gotta play more Donkey Kong. Let's demo here. Cool. So far, so good. We haven't had a crash yet. Probably like this thing a little bit better here. Let's add a little breakdown right here. Where's my weapon at? Ah, we'll go a little bit more here. Oh, still not working. Okay. It's so fucking odd. Okay, so if he comes out there, that should be it, man. Probably just gonna pull it in a little bit more. That's as far as I can go. Okay, yeah, that needs to be repositioned. Shit. Thought I was gonna get away for free. He's Spewly! What's up? Welcome to the Anim Squad. Thank you for the follow. What's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Red, white, or blue? Oh wait, I'm sorry. There is no white turtle. There's a red and a blue one though. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Just getting warmed up here. Let me actually change this a little bit. I use antibiotic fake constraints so much I forgot how their native Maya constraints work. I know, right? Who needs Maya constraints? Seriously. Seriously, man, Maya constraints, they are like hemorrhoids, dude. They're always there. They're itchy. They never go away, you know? They smell funny. So, yeah, I shadow constraint the shit out of my animations because, in the end, we're gonna break them and bake them anyway, so I'm right with you. I'm right with you there, me Richie. Hey, what's up, Hispioli? Raph, though I worked on the team, Mikey sitting next to you. No shit. Wait. What? Though I worked on Team Mikey sitting next to you and Jeff in Kelowna for a year. You wait, hold on a second. Bobby? No. That ain't you, Bobby. That ain't you. Tell me that ain't you, man. Oh, Drew. What's up, dude? How you been? Man, it has been a while, huh? Dude, how you been, man? Been forever and a day ago. How's things going? What you been up to? Man, it has been a while, huh? The whole old Turtles crew. Shit, I never thought I'd bump into you again. Ups and downs, working in Calgary for a few years. No shit. That's where Bret the Hitman Hart comes from. That's good. At least you're finding I mean, hopefully you're finding good work up there, huh? It has been a while. Shit, now you got me you got me thinking about those Kelowna days, man. Oh, Drew. Man, I remember that little corner we all sat next like, that whole corner we were all shoved up in that brick wall spot, you know, chewing on poutine, trying to get dailies done. We were like the only Team Turtles crew that was there. Seriously thinking about hitting them out to BC? No, no shit. Yeah, a lot of my friends have been up there. Like, a lot of my friends, like, went working back in Canada, especially, like, in the Toronto area. They've been all there. But, man, dude, good to see you, man. I actually you know what? Oddly enough, I just talked to Jeff not too long ago. Jeff reached out to me. He got a little family started, man. That's so crazy. Bro, how long ago has that been? Don't tell me 10 years ago. Now I'm gonna feel stupid old now. Yeah, for those of you guys don't know, I'm an animator, for NetherRealm Studios. Worked at Blizzard. Also have worked on see in the background, my Turtles poster back there on Ninja Turtles season 5, Nickelodeon. Fucking amazing. And, yeah, got one of my peers working, on the chat with me. That's cool. Dude, no, don't say a decade. Don't say the D word. Hell no, man. I'm at the ripe age of 16 right now. I just got back from the doctor. He says I look like a horse. That's crazy, man. That long ago? It's like you just think about how quick that show finale'd and went off the air. But yeah, guys, we were part of like a generational turtles movement. We were part of that process. God, I'm just gonna fucking give him some arm length here. Fucking decade, dude. That's crazy. But man, I'm glad to see you on here, dude. Thanks for the follow. How'd you find me? I mean, I'm not too hard to find, really. Just curious. Did you find me like on Twitch and shit like that, or YouTube? We gotta have a Turtles reunion, man. We gotta have, like, a Team Raph, Team Mikey, all that good stuff. It's amazing, man. There wasn't any time between them, I bet. Didn't you guys work on Dragon Prince or something like that? Oh, you found my YouTube? Oh, yeah, the old Agora interview, I remember that. Dude, that was a while ago too, man. It sucks, they never reached back out to me. I know Scott's on that team now. Everybody in the chat's like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" Hey, guys, I used to work on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon, and, I got an old colleague joining the chat. He's fucking cool. Did the first 2 seasons of Dragon Prince, that's cool. Yeah, I heard that one got, like, a couple of awards and shit. It's cool, man. It's righteous, dude. Yeah, it looked like you guys were really kicking it, out of the park with that one. Aren't you guys doing, like well, isn't Bardell doing some kinda, like, vampire show or some shit like that now? I haven't kept up with him really. I mean, I heard they moved offices and shit, but I haven't kept up with it. I would like to go back to Canada, I need to. I need to take a vacation because, animators don't do that stuff anymore. Nobody takes vacations anymore. I haven't been working with them since the Sausage Party. No shit, they worked on that? That's crazy. It's crazy they turned that into a TV show. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining on YouTube too. The few and the proud, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the discussions. You guys got any questions, let me know. I don't bite hard. They offered it to me, but I had to turn it down. I don't think, pay-wise it would work for me, and I don't think moral-wise it would work for me either. I'd be scared. I'd be scared to interview for them. It's like, "So why do you like Sausage Party?" "Well, I never really was a vegetarian. I've always been more of a kind of like a hot dog guy." Like, "Oh my god, that's my favorite movie ever." I remember when I was a little kid, I remember I remember when I was 10 years old, I watched that movie with my mom and dad, and ever since then, I wanted to be an animator and was just hoping for the opportunity to animate these buns. Be fucking hilarious. I haven't kept up with any of that, honestly. But man, dude, glad to see you're up and at it, man. You still, like, talk or hang with any of the crew? I think I kinda caught what you said about, like, Jeff or whatever, saying, like, you still chit chat with Jeff or Bobby or any of them? Or, like, Chris, Woodsy? Been a while. Cling, cling, tang, tang. A few from Kelowna I talk every once in a while, mostly people who weren't on TMT in the end. Yeah, I hear you, man. I always wanted to reach out to oh god, he's gonna kill me if he hear this. who was it? Matt across the table from us? Or, like, the other one that was, on the team in TT. It was me, you, Bobby, Jeff, uh, Jared, who I rarely ever talk to, I think, and then was it Mike? Was it Mike that was across from us? Who always sat in that weird position? I heard he got, like, promoted to, like, a director or some shit like that. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. But I haven't seen him in a while. I missed him. Missed those good beer Fridays. Yeah, Mike, Super Kitties. He's an animated director on Super Kitties. Aw, he came full circle. Went from being a big jock to a little old kitty. I miss Mike, man. Mike was crazy. I loved working with him. I like how he just, like, he had, like, a chip on his shoulder for Americans, you know, and I would always give him so much shit about how we got it all figured out. Uh, he's like, "You know what? You're a pretty cool American." So weird. Yeah, we had quite a crew, man. We had, like, a mixed crew. It was, like, a whole bunch of people from the States working in that little studio. Alright. Fucking feet. Lucky one, I'm over. Yeah, everybody loves me. That's cool, man. So you're pretty settled down, like, right now? Are you looking for work or and I remember you said you're working back and going moving back to the BC. Are you originally from Vancouver? Kept thinking, I don't know, like, if it was I remember Jeff was telling me that something about that or not. This, that. Ah, okay, grab this, grab that. Okay, menu constraint. I need to pull this pose. Cheers, guys. Sip of agua for the working artist, working boy and girl every night. While we wait, we hydrate. That's so corny. We start looking again. Originally Saskatchewan, but I lived in Vancouver trying to break into the industry. I hear you. Well, Vancouver's still like, a hot spot. So, I mean, I'm hoping they still get their fill of VFX and stuff. I wish I spent more time in Vancouver. Unfortunately, I didn't. I bailed out, dude. I bailed out and started a life in the Cali Performance Center, you know? I got, like, a whole bunch of roots here, man. Time fucking flies, dude. Fucking decade, that's crazy. It's crazy because around that time, everybody knew that TV show. Now, it's like old hat, man. I'm talking to animators who don't even know didn't even know that show existed. Fucking crazy, dude. Change the tax credit. Bro, let me tell you something. When I came back to the States, Trump just got, in office for the first time. Like, I was at the border debating whether I wanted to cross it or not. It happened, like, exactly around that time, it was crazy. I don't even know. I still got dude, I still got the DVD, check it out. Ugh. So for those of you who don't know, chat on YouTube, chat on Twitch, this is what we're talking about right here. So this is let me make it bigger. Yeah. This is what we're talking about right here. Ninja Turtles, the uh the Tales of the Ninja Turtles. Oddly enough, this was a DVD that was being sold, and out of, like, 6 I think it was, like, 6 or 7 episodes, the only 2 that I worked on or the 2 that actually made it onto this DVD. So this is 1 DVD with just 2 fucking episodes on it, and it was, like, my episodes that I worked on, so this was a definite buy. Bro, I still need you to get to sign this shit. I want the whole team to sign this one. Yeah, still got that. People in the chat are probably like, "What the fuck is a DVD?" People are like, "What the fuck is a DVD? What is that? Dyke versus Dick? What is going on here?" Okay. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Oh, they had 3 DVDs? I didn't even know. That's cool, man. Man, what a time. What a time that that happened. It was crazy, man. Because I remember all those storyboards kept coming in. I remember how, like, rough and dirty those storyboards were. That was some crazy fucking shit. No, I only worked on 2. And you know what? No, I take that back. I worked on 2, but then I was helping out with some of, like, the Usagi episodes, you know? What the flip-flop? So I kinda did that. I kinda jumped back and forth on those later episodes because I wanted to work on them so bad, but I was like, "Bro, something's gotta give." You know, all those rigs were just nothing but cloth, and I was like, "I don't wanna animate any of this." I was like, "I don't wanna do any of this stuff." And what's crazy is that, like, right before I left, they offered me, like, a lead animator position, which I was like, "It's too late. It's too late. No." Wee. I gotta lock this camera down, yo. I don't think his foot needs to be up that high. I know, right? Weren't they? I mean, I liked how they did that design, man, but like I was telling like I tell all my audience in my chat, I was like, those rigs, like they were just some of them were so broken and it was so fucking tedious. Like Splinter was a mess. And Casey Jones was the worst, dude. Yeah, I worked on that one and fuck, I forgot the title of it. It was the old retro one. Um Bebop and Rocksteady, the Wanted one. It's so cool because, like, there's my shot, like, at the bottom, fucking old school Krang and Shredder. I got to work on that one too. Yeah, when I did when they invited me to Agora, they wanted me to talk about that. They were like, "Hey, so this one shot you did with Bebop," and it was, like, all, like, fucking gummy and shit like that, and I was like, "Well, I actually didn't work on that shot. That was all Jeff." It's like I did the shot, but that one part he did for me, and it looked amazing. But, all the other retro turtles were cool to work on. That was kinda fun. Alright, we're gonna pull this guy up through here. Yeah, I had to give me some retro turtles. I told him, I said, "If at anything, please put me on this." And Eric, remember Eric Childs? Like, Eric was my lead on that one, and he was like, "Yeah, I got you, man." And I was hoarding all the shots that I could. Like, for the Lone Rat and Cubs, I asked for, like, every cool shot in that episode, and then I got every cool shot that I asked for, and then I had anxiety for the next, like, week or 2. That was crazy. I was like, "I'm not gonna be able to finish all this shit." I had a cool team, man. I just didn't really, working it was like I worked remote before remote was even cool. We all did. Put it there. And you slept at the studio for a Lone Rat. Remember, bro, I didn't get any sleep. Those last days were hard. I remember the due date. Like, I remember the day everything was due. I still had 2 shots I was trying to get under the belt, and I was backing and forthing with Carl all day. And Eric's like, don't stop, keep going." Yeah, I don't think I've ever busted my ass that hard. It was crazy. Like, it literally felt like I went 15 rounds, man. Oh, yeah, Carla, what did I say? Chris? Oh, Chris was the director. Yeah, Chris was the director, and Carl, yeah, that's right, Carlisle. Yeah, I worked with Carlisle and I worked with Eric, yeah. Oh, I said Carl. Oh, my bad. Dude, it feels so bad. I haven't said these people's names in so long. Fuck, that's what being young does to you, I guess. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I still talk to Chris every once in a while. We need to have, like, a fucking Turtles crew reunion or, like, watch all the episodes we worked on, just tell stories and stuff, like the outro DVD commentary. That'd be cool. Go back to where it all started. Maybe swing by Kelowna, maybe drive by Banff while I'm out there, have a little Canadian poutine, have some ketchup pizza, you know, have a good old time, eh? Seriously, I actually thought I was gonna, like, marry my wife and, like, move up there to Canada. I'm glad I didn't. Get some Tim Hortons, eh? Yeah, I miss me some Tim Hortons. Dude, I'm on this crazy ass diet like you wouldn't believe. I'm like, I would anything that is remotely bad for you, I wanna eat and more, you know? So I'm like, literally like, "Fuck this diet right now." I'm on this crazy ass calorie deficit right now, so every time I think about, like, fucking sugar, I go AWOL. Yeah, Tim Hortons was good. That was kinda like making amends with a good gesture when somebody would bring just a whole fucking box of Tim Hortons to the studio. I remember that one pretty good. Alright. Let's see, how do I make a guy with no face look like he's about ready to get hit? By stretching. Play the dumbassery, yep, exactly. Good times, man. Dude, that's so cool, man. I'm glad you're here, dude. It's been a while. Been quite a while. I haven't talked to the old crew in a while. It's funny that you showed up because like, I recently spoke with Jeff. I haven't seen Mike in forever, but Bobby, I haven't talked to him, man, in God, like, 2 years maybe? Or no, like, maybe last year or 2. Bobby got big on YouTube. I'm jealous of that bastard, man. He basically just played, like, everybody's niche. He was getting paid big time. Is he popular? I guess so. The guy's got fucking millions of followers, dude. He should change his name to Bobby Light, you know? Bobby Lightyear. But, yeah, like, he was mad, man, he texted me and he goes, "Hey, man, see you're a popular YouTuber." I'm like, "Get the fuck outta here." He's got, like, over 100,000 subscribers, man. Dude's nuts. Hopefully, guys, hopefully one day I'll get there. It's just hard for an animator on YouTube to it's hard for an animator on YouTube, really, in general. But I'm trying, man. Alright, let's see. I gotta switch this fucking deal. Let's see, how did I do it before? Yes. Didn't switch this one. Gotcha. Okay, okay, get it. Actually, you know what? I should just, like, fucking switch these 2 and doing render wrangling. Sorry, guys, hang on a second. I'm just trying to adjust my windows really quick. Get the chit chat up there. Check. I think for now, just for the sake of, like, my sanity, let me do let me see, which one is this? This is katana attach, katana hand, and another katana hand. Okay, let's do another katana hand, and then let's save. Prop modeling texture and rigor in my current gig? Okay. You still working in Maya, or are you jumping onto, like, Blender and shit? I heard that's what everybody in Canada is using nowadays. Part of that train. 44. Ugh. Did my hotkeys fuck up all of a sudden? Oh, there they are. I was like, "Broski." Maya and Unreal. Been trying to get into technical animation, so I've been rigging Maya and Blender. Oh, cool, man. Rigging's rigging's like the hot ticket right now. I've been seeing so many fucking rigs. Remember when we were like trying to make it, man? There was only like maybe like 4 or 5 rigs you could really use. Now everybody online and their mom's rigging shit for us, dude. It's like pick your poison. Blender's getting all the hot shit right now, so it's like I got Blender. I've been practicing in it. I just haven't done anything like too extreme in it. 'Cause, some of my guys that I worked with at Blizzard, they're, like, rigging some big shit and, on Maya, so trying to keep the Maya spirit alive, you know what I mean? Alright, let's get this guy out, elbow out. Arm length. I do not like that shape, I am. I do not like this shape, Sam, I am. Mm, wonder if I moved any of this stuff. That's it, that's the problem. Okay, cool. Alright, now he's gonna elbow him in the face. Blender clicks with more Maya did, but Maya's so easy to jump in after you animate in. I know, right? Maya just comes second nature to me. Blender, you could like it's got its own hotkey setup, but you could like readjust it to Maya to kind of make it a little bit easier. Like it doesn't bother me. Animation's animation at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm with you on Unreal, dude. I'm in Unreal, I'm in Godot, I'm in like fucking Unity. Working on so many projects, man. It's crazy. Spread myself too thin, dude. Yep, I'm doing games. I'm purely in video games at this point on. I think I made my crossover about, like, 4 years ago, which was weird because I was working on Overwatch, and then after I left there, I went back to cinematics for a bit at Blizzard, and then I got a call from NetherRealm, so, yeah, I'm in Unreal making fighting games, and I'm also working on other fucking fighting game projects. I'm working on too many fighting game projects right now, which is a good thing for me 'cause I love shit like this. I love, like, martial arts action shit, so like turtles, dude, as you can see. As you can clearly see. Oh, yeah, that's right, he's gonna elbow him. Let's see. Get up. Let's get here. Yep, friggin' Overwatch. You play that game at all? I don't encourage anybody to start playing Overwatch, I really don't. I'm 2 years sober from that game, and, like, I should have, like, a fucking medal for that. What does this control do? Okay. I need what is this? Where am I at? Okay, this one, okay, I need these 2, and this one, but I need this one and this one. Might get that. There we go. There we go. See that face. Save. Save your work, guys. Did on the first iteration. Yeah, I love the fuck out of first one, but Overwatch 2 just destroyed everything for me. Like, I hated what they did with my boy Doomfist. I hated what they did with all the tanks. I worked so hard on, like, the campaign mode that never saw the light of day. So that's where I kinda took off. I kinda left after that. The ship was sinking around that time. It's a hassle. It's too political over there we go. Going live. There we go. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I'm kinda getting the hang of this YouTube thing now. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, but you should've saw last week when I was streaming on YouTube. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. My audio was busted. You bought a new video card because the old one didn't have ray tracing? What kind of video card you got? I got me a 5000, baby. A piece of shit 5000 that keeps glitching up when I stream. I'm sending my computer back pretty soon though to get it fixed. Right, elbows are us. Cool. All right, where? That's a good fucking question. Where is my outliner? Where be my outliner, yo? There it is. Let's do it the old school way instead of switching hands. Just fucking make that shit disappear. And let's get. All right, where's this switcher? There it is. Oh, I did it too soon. My bad. Key. Switch. Switch. Go. 5060 Ti. He had a 16. Yeah, bro. We basically got the same shit, dude. That's crazy. I got the same one, but it's been getting buggy though, you know? Austrian Ahmed says, what do you think about layered workflow, getting all the timing and spacing in the cog first and then working on the rest of the body? Opposed to pose approach is better in terms of getting all the poses right first. I think it's fine. I got no problem with layered posing. Trouble is that if you get too much layered stuff, everything gets like really, really complicated on what you did what on which layer. So if I did like, here's a shoulder move, here's a layer, you better name it shoulder move and know exactly when that move happened, which for, you know. So me, I just like to keep it simple. Like I have everything. You can key everything like this, which is kind of tedious, but if you do static keys, it reduces in how many keys you've got overall. So like my shoulders have some, this has only translates, this has changes and rotates, sort of these two, but like some of these other controls might just have a translate on them, just something like really simple. But anything that isn't keyed is not keyed at all. So. I mean, I got plenty of friends that do layered animation and it all works good. But for me, if I'm opening up a shot a week later or a couple of days later, and I'm trying to refresh my brain on how I set this up as far as like constraints and stuff like that, it's just more tedious for me to like keep everything on an anim layer to make manipulate the weight and stuff like that. There is a couple of good instances you can do layer animation, like if you're working on a video game with a bunch of people and one's in charge of idle, the other one's in charge of attack, stuff like that. You can definitely work that way to keep everybody on the same page as far as like keeping your idle the same, turning it into your motions. That's totally fine. But for like an animation shot, particularly a small one, I would recommend it. You know, me, I don't do pose to pose too much. Harshan, I do straight ahead a lot. So I get a hotel in advance yet? Nope. I'm gonna live in a paper box. I'm gonna live out of my truck. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. See, I do not like that on pose same I am. Straight ahead is nuts. I know. Straight ahead is stupid nuts. I find out I've been getting a little bit proficient at it. I mean, I'm still blocking. Blocking is always essential and shit. I can sell my body at the Sapphire Gentleman's Club. I hope they pay good. Got no problem with that. Son. Switch it up. Yeah, man, welcome everybody to the Enum Night Hour. I'm your host, Brad for Show. We're making Ninja Turtle shit. Hey, amazing with the 12-inch behemoth. Oh no, I'm not riding that. I'm not rocking that hog. Sorry, I got about half that. I know how to use it. It's pretty. It's registered. It's got a lot of experience too. It's pretty seasoned. Yeah, wasn't Dragon? Yeah, Dragon Prince was stepped on. I think right around that time, didn't Spider Verse come out around that time? I think that's when they were. Everybody was taking a turn over to fucking stepped animation. This shit. That. Limited animation. Spider Verse was a while wish I got one too. No, you don't. No, you don't, Drew. You do not want to work on Spider-Verse, man. It looks good from the outside, but everybody who I talked about on that pipeline, they said they hate it every single fucking day of it. It was grind central, dude. It's like no fucking time off. You couldn't get any shot approved. They did like 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of the same animation. So much of it got cut. But hey, they're making the third one, so you still got an opportunity to sell your soul. Sell your soul to the spider. This is like for me, man. I just want I want a just a good, clean production schedule. We don't have to fucking work OT. NetherRealm provides me with that very well. Blizzard, hell no, it doesn't. Like I have like nightmares thinking about my time at Blizzard just because I've never worked so much fucking OT. Believe it or not, Drew, it was more than Bardell. I mean, just the cinematic stuff. Just drive a little nugget and sell it. Nah, I think I'm good. Now, if they made a Batman version of that, I'd probably be interested in it. But James Gunn's not going to allow that. Sorry guys, I had a little brain fart. I forgot what the fuck I was doing for a second. I do not like this. Is that right? Hey yo, Wild Gamer, what's happening? Hey, maybe there will be a Robin verse or something. Could be. I mean, how many fucking Robins do we have nowadays? Aren't there like 10 Robins now? I think we're all Robined out, man. At work, but downtime. You're watching my stream at work? Oh, God. Poop, shit, fuck, penis, boobs, tits, ass. 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 Uh, I mean, there's a Robin comic series. Robin, as long as they'll have a Chris O'Donnell version of Robin, shit. Ah, well, maybe you'll be monitored. It's like, can you hear me? Can you turn your microphone up? Turn microphone. Gay booty. Everybody on YouTube's like, what the fuck am I? Sorry, I'm trying to get somebody in my Twitch channel in trouble at work. I'm glad you're here, gamer. And the good games lately, dude. I'm trying to get this animation shit done before one of my games comes out at the end of the month. I'm still on a weight loss journey. I'm getting abs, chat. I'm actually seeing my riblets for the first time. Success. You only just have to like not eat anything at all and walk like 15,000 steps every day, which is equivalent to like 4 hours. Not been playing another new man. This is just a whole gamer. This is an update tag. I figured. I like to imagine though that you're like a wild ass gamer though. Like you got like one of those penthouses with like 300 fucking old, dusty, crusty games. You know, you're like one of those nerds that are like, I'm gonna sell this and be rich. No penthouse. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Like, if it wasn't for this, it wasn't for this like studio being the way it is, I probably would have turned this into like a gamer room. What's crazy is that we have a loft in my house, and my wife doesn't really do anything with it, and I don't really do anything with it. But my mom sent me all my old gaming shit because she wants it out of her house, and then I'm just putting all that shit in the loft. So I'm kind of turning it into my official outskirt man cave, with all the goods, and it's you know one step at a time. It's like I like all those games, but I'm not like so big into it that I need it. Like I need to see that collection. I never really wanted to like construct a place from my childhood. I think that's like pretty therapeutic in some way, but I think that's kind of like it's kind of crazy to. I want to be. I don't want to like make a shrine. If I wanted to do that, I'd probably build a tree house somewhere. Spend all my time there. Anybody ever had a tree house when they were young? Anybody even know what that is? I gotta remind myself what generation I'm talking to. One of those nerds who keeps one of those nerds who keeps all the boxes, manuals, and games. I know that sounds like a nerd. My friend made me pack them all up. It's like pristine. Holy shit! I got all the boxes in my things, but they're all ripped and stuff. My fucking sister ripped them. Now looking at how valuable they were when they're pristine, I wanted to. I feel like I gotta beat my sister up now for all that time. I mean, let's face it, guys. We didn't know it was worth a lot. We didn't know Pokemon cards were going to be like worth a lot. Maybe some people did. I didn't know. My mom and me collected baseball cards, thinking that they were going to be fucking, valuable in the future. They're not. Collected all those damn Beanie Babies, man. They're probably like forgot about now. Like all that shit that we thought was going to be worth something, or just like pennies now, man. The boxes are worth more than games these days. Holy crap! I know. I saw. There was a dude. Now that you talk about that, there was a documentary on Amazon, and it was a Canadian dude going around finding all the original NES cartridges. And I didn't realize how much some of those fucking rare cartridges go for. Like I think the top one is like track and field, like the old Star track and field. That shit goes for about like a pristine condition one. That shit goes for about like $12,000. It's nuts, and it's super rare too. Fine. And I got a couple of animator friends who are like into that shit. They want the same stuff. They want to collect like the original Nintendo set cartridge. And some of those, man, they gotta drop like a couple of G's for that, man. It's fucking nuts outside the box. Yeah. I mean, I got a few, but I'm not like that crazy. I don't need to collect that shit. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Let's see. Did I parent this thing? No, I did. I did not. I did not do it. I did not. How did I not parent that? I'm old enough that you played some of those things. The track and field games was lame as hell. I kind of liked it. They had like the power pad. Remember that, guys? The ones where you're like you're hitting the fucking hitting pad and shit like that. Like that. I mean, we cheated. We didn't like. I didn't even stand on the race. I just hit it with my hands. That's the way you won. That's how you cheesed it. Oh god, I should be fucking past this part already. Hold on a second. Okay, bro. Oh fuck. Turn on the wrong way. I'm old, dude. What is this? Okay, why? Oh, because they got key cranked. Constraints, right? Right, Marici? Fucking constraints. Sorry, I'm bitching about constraints earlier. That's why I hate this shit. You got to do it by the book. Don't need it. I mean, you have to talk about constraints one day. You may be overcomplicating them. Yeah, I'd love to have a talk about constraints. Unfortunately, I'm trying to get to this shit as fast as humanly possible. This shot has taken well over a month to block out, but it's also one of my biggest shots. It's a damn big shot. See, look at all this. Look at all this craziness. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, this shot's way too long. don't curse me with that fucking TV bullshit, man. 500 frames, yeah, 500 frames ain't nothing. Jesus, this ain't TV. This is my show. You just don't see the vision, Drew. You just don't see it, man. This is what you all came for here, right? You nerds. Did you pick up a Switch too? Did anybody here pick up a Switch too? Did you steal one? Or are we still purchasing stuff? I'm kind of like really considering to get one right now, even though like I recently bought a Switch. It just makes no fucking sense to me. Mm-mm. None. 1 gig I did was spending 800 frames per read. Shoo, shoo. Boy, I'm glad that stuff doesn't apply to me anymore. The funny thing is, though, Drew, like we do not that amount of work. Like I think I think we do this one shot that I'm doing right now at NetherRealm. It's possibly like 1,000 frames. I'm not sure yet, but we work in 60 frames a second. So that's the other thing too that you got to consider. Frame rate. It's like more fucking cleaner rate of stuff. It's crazy. But we're animating all in Motion Builder. Yeah, I hate that. Especially like when my computer can't render it in real time. And when you put it in Unreal and you render it in game, that shit just comes out even more smoother than you thought. So it's like you gotta get that shit pristine, like just stupid buttery before you even drop it. Blum, 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 blum. Mm, yeah, that kind of butter, baby. That maple syrup, that good old Canada maple. So good, you just want to gargle it. Mm. All right, just really not knock him in the face. Don't remind me of food, man. Like it's. I'm literally like I want to eat everything right now, but I can't. I'm already like hitting my calorie limit this today. I had like some twigs and grass, and I'm done for the day. But I still want to consume. I want to like drive over to the Carl's Jr. right next to me and wreak havoc, like wreck house. Yeah, man. Like I've literally gotten so strict with it. I'm actually calculating my fucking food now. Something that is just like I feel for pussies, but I need to. So what happens when you get older, dude. You can't consume like beer and pizza every day. Sucks, man. I mean, you can. But, you just feel like shit. Wow. Oh, thanks. That makes me feel better. I don't know. I just work too hard, dude. I put too much stress on myself. It feels good when I exercise, but fuck, do I ever feel it during the day? Part of that community crew that just like goes to the gym and they just want to kill themselves, like torture themselves and get pleasure from it. It's like that. It's like what's his name? That Walter Goggins freak. Like that kind of shit. People have been trying to like get me into that cult for a long time. All right, this tip of the toe, brother. I think so. I mean, I'm trying to take it easy, man. I don't want to hurt myself. I already hurt myself like not too long ago. I was doing squats, man. The bar got like pinched a nerve in the back, and this son of a bitch has been pissing. Like it's been bothering me for like about a month or two now. No joke. Whee! What am I not doing here? What the fuck? Oh, I'm not stepped here. I don't want to. A little bit of ankle stretch, stretch. Stretch, stretch. No, man, I'm good. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just trying to motivate myself. I don't really have like any gym bros or anything like that. I'm looking to get like some people to go with. Just at least motivate me. I've been on the treadmill, man, getting all that core strength. Broski, I thought I locked this fucking camera. All right, don't drive me nuts right now. Uh, 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 there we go. Oh, I'm probably gonna stand up. It never fails to hurt that my fucking split AC is broke, and I gotta get that fixed. It's like first my computer, then my split AC. It's hot as a motherfucker down here in Southern California. It's something I'm trying to remedy. uh, I don't plan choreograph fight choreograph secrets. It's a good question. Just kind of imagine it. Um, that's about it. And just come up with something really cool in my head, and I'm like, I think that'd be all right. And just animate it. Elbowing him in the throat. No, man. He needs to get back up and keep fighting. That's like elbow in the throat's an instant death kill. You see, gamer, that's how I do it. I just like I started thinking of like reasons why I elbow or I punch people in certain parts of their body. Realizing that it's not going to work. So I just asked ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, make a cool fight sequence for me, and it just says here, and I'm like, perfect. I'm like, can you storyboard it for me? And it'd be like, okay, that sounds great. Here. I'm like, awesome. I'm like, can you write this into code so I can animate it? And like, yeah, here. It sounds great. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, now can you render and light it and make it look all fucking Michael Bay and Transformers like, so I can get millions of clicks on YouTube? And says, sounds fantastic. Here's something I'm gonna do right now. I'm like, awesome. I'm like, now can you like represent it to be I did all the hard work and didn't use any AI, so that way everybody believes me and likes me for being an artist who didn't steal anything from anybody and make me look like I had an original idea. And he goes, it sounds wonderful. I'm so glad I could help you. It's pretty much the process. No, but seriously, like it's funny because like sometimes I'll find some really cool stuff in a fight sequence that I'm like, I like that move. Like for instance, this stuff right here. So like I'll give you some behind the scenes. Like this stuff was original. Like the grabbing and the slashing I put there. Or I'm sorry, was it before? Okay, yeah. So like this part, this is a mix of combinations. Like he punches, he grabs, he kicks, and he does a twist, and then comes in and hits him and spins him and then throws him. This is like a Tony Jaa movie called The Protector that I really liked, and it was two spots in particular that I really enjoyed. Let me see. So yeah, so I found this one like self-defense video, and I thought this was kind of cool. And I just edited them together. So like I saw this and I was like, okay, here comes the stab. She does like a little punch, but instead of punching, I made him kick. And in this part, I like how he spent his leg and pulled him, and then his fucking face hit his knee. But instead of like hitting his knee, he just kind of does this move, pulls him in, knees him, and then flips over him and then tosses him. Just small shit like that. Just like simulating like a combo. Because like eventually what I want to do is the long term plan, actually not too much longer, but After he elbows him, they're both gonna get up and he's gonna fight them left, right, and then kick this one guy's ass, kill the other guy, and then that's gonna be the end of this fucking shot, you know. So that's why I need them. That's why I need them strong and fit in order to continue doing this. And I can't punch them in the throat. These two are gonna be like, this is inspired by Star Wars, you know, like Duels of the Fate. Yeah, I have it all imagined out. So I'm not going to show you how exactly I do it, but just for like a tip, because I'll tell you this, I have a very, very problem with short-term memory. So, and this is just like, you know how like you're doing your day to day and you have a good fucking idea and you're like, that's a really cool original $1 million, $1 billion idea. I'm definitely not going to forget that. I can't wait to start on that. And you don't write it down or you don't do anything to like make a memo of it or write like put a drawing or like type down exactly what you remembered. It's just like having a cool dream that you like, that fucking dream was awesome. And then you forget it later the day. That's how it goes. If you don't plot it or plan it at that moment, you're going to forget it. So how does an animator do a fight sequence or something that drags around for a long period of time without forgetting it? Because, as you know, plotting something out or drawing or storyboarding takes a long fucking time. So, what do people do? They usually write it out. They write it out really quickly. But sometimes writing can take a long time too. So, a weird thing that I do is I just hit record on a video and I'm like acting it out as I'm thinking of it, and I'm talking as I'm acting it out. Like Ronin punches here, dodges, grabs this fist, turns it around, flips him over here. Left guy comes in, ducks from a counter, grabs his arm, elbows in the stomach, twists around, turns over here, and I'm kind of like choreographing it and explaining it. So that way I have like a video documentation of something uh, legitimately what I'm thinking of in my head that looks cool. Now the acting is terrible, and it's not something that I recommend anybody watch because I look like a idiot fucking doing like, you know, flamingo dancing. But it's like a data bank of what I'm thinking of this character, what they're doing, what's happening, and then I watch that and I put it all together and I'm like, yeah, this is the beat, that's the beat, that's the beat. And then when you bring it into Maya, you just start working on the timing and the tempo because it feels good in your head, but when you're watching it visually, you have to make it make it read. You have to make it read, and you don't have to make the timing so even. You know? So, yeah, it's just a little something that's kind of like it's right on the fly. It's there. It's like here's the idea, here's the plot, and it's just something to bank off of and go off of. And then it's not going to make perfect sense when you put it all together in Maya. Like there's going to be spots where you're like, oh, I didn't expect him to change swords here, or in order to do that, he's gotta move this way, or oh fuck, like you know this is happening all together too fast, or this is way too much more fast than I imagined in my head, and that's where the problem solved, you know, in Maya. So, so yeah, it's kind of like a strategy that I do. And sometimes when I want to plot something out really quick, like I'll do stick figure animation, you know. So like, let's see. Hopefully I don't fucking crash. So like, you know, just like Gambit, like when I was doing this Gambit animation, like here's the rough stuff, right? But I don't, I'm like, okay, I want to make a combo out of Gambit, but I don't want to spend every time drawing and designing his frame, right? So what do? I just make like a quick fucking stick figure reference of it, you know? So like here's a stick figure, here's his cape, here's his pole, and then like that's me, right? That's just me roughing it out super fucking quick, you know, and then putting my design on top of that. So 'Cause I've gotten to the point now where it's just like you can act shit out, but in game animation, you cannot act that stuff out. You know, you cannot do. You're physically incapable of doing half the shit that you see or actually more than 90% of everything you see in a video game. So, you know, it's our job to like come up with ways to do that. You know, and translate directly into animation. You know, yeah, and that's true. Yeah, and some animators can't do that, or will ask other animators to do it for them. You know. Yeah, I always say reference is just a blueprint to see how things work. And if you watch my Ninja Turtles demo reel, you'll see all my fucking animation looks weightless, and it is because I just did it out of my head. I couldn't act half that shit out. What was that, Bardell? Don't go look that up, by the way. Don't you fucking dare look that up. Uh, oh, that's right. I was like, where is my hotkey? Yeah, it's really hard because since I'm going to be putting this dynamic course together, I've already asked everybody that same question. Like I've asked Eric that question, I've asked David that question, I've asked like fucking Arthur that question. Like all the people that I admire that do like this crazy ass dynamic action stuff, and they all kind of say the same thing, and it's hard to really kind of explain. But it's like David kind of said it at best, but it's just like you have to kind of visualize it in your brain, kind of squint your eyes, visualize it, and do everything that you can to get it out on paper as quickly as it can. On paper or in front of you, you got to manifest it as quickly as possible. You know, um, Victor Enns, one of my all-time favorite 2D animators, said it too when he was animating on Klaus. He was saying like when you have that scene and you have that moment in your head and you're like, this is what the scene is all about. You're rushing like mad to rough it out to like, and you're not trying to get distracted by anything, you know, like just kind of like, hey, Victor, or hey, Brad, or hey, gamer, you want to go out to lunch? No, 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 like, don't fucking bother me, you know, or hey, dude, like, can I get just like stop, you know, like, don't. Once you're in that zone and you're in that flow, it's like you want to switch off all distractions and try to like put it together as quickly as possible before that, you know, that magic gets away, you know. So Barry says gamut animation is super cool. Do you use sketching your paintings too? Do you use sketching your paintings too? Yes, yes. I'm actually trying to work on my sketching. I'm not a great draftsman, but 2D is my first passion. So yeah, and this is pixel art too. So pixel art's really tough. So I have a couple things. Like Gambit's one I'm working on right now. Like I still have to work on the colors and shit like that. But yeah, I'm trying to be a good draftsman. Since you've been working on layout for months to help every sequence shot, we're chasing the vision. Yeah, yeah, exactly, dude. That's a perfect example. If you work in layout, that is the foundation of a shot. It's like this is where it goes, this is where the players are, this is where the stage is at, this is where the camera moves, this is the energy, this is the sequence. So yeah, you know, you guys are roughing that shit out real quick. You're finding the flow, you know. But the big thing is like when it comes to one character, it's kind of pretty straightforward. When it comes to two characters fighting, it's a little bit more technical. When it comes to fucking three characters fighting, you got to be like, okay, how does all this play out? And it's like a giant fucking puzzle, you know. So You know, I admire animators that could actually do dance sequences, not just one person dancing, but two dancing together. That's very fucking complicated. And I also admire animators that do very heavy group shots, uh, placing spotlight on one or two more characters over three or four in a sequence of camera moves. Arcane does that beautifully. If you guys ever watch that kind of shit, the new Ninja Turtles movie did that pretty well too. And the new Spider Verse has that in spades. So you know, that's a lot of cool shit. All right, we got a little audience here. Hooray! Hooray, guys! Let's hear it. Let's hear it for labor. Oh, hang on, I gotta plug my microphone up. Hang on. My guy. Cheers. I wish I had a beer. This stream is brought to you by Liquid Death. Get some at your local store. Do they have Liquid Death in Canada? Because I'm not gonna lie, I need my death. Preferably in liquid form. Urgh. Not in Canada. I have a friend who keeps having to go to the States for it. No shit. That is a crazy. Let's see. Let's add another one. Ahmed says, cool, most learning sketching. I always find good understanding of anatomy and 3D animation connected. Good understanding of anatomy help improve 3D pose. Yes, absolutely. It's not, well, it's not talked about enough nowadays, but like back in the early 2000s, you had to know anatomy in order to be a good 3D animator, and still rings true to now, because not only is drawing good to help you get solid drawing, which is like kind of like really structured, balanced, appealing poses, but it just helps you push those poses, you know. So like kind of learning that really kind of helps to see how far you can actually push a pose to make it appealing. What the fuck am I looking at right here? Oops. Nope, too big. The trouble with that is like most people nowadays frown upon fucking anatomy drawing. It's just too woke today, and I fucking can't stand it. I can't stand how people are so pissed off at like new drawings now, especially in the industry too. It just pisses the hell out of me. Like they can't get over that. It's like fucking studying human anatomy in order to get better. I actually got ridiculed in my career for that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I did a lot of anatomy drawing, and people were like, you know, what's up with the big boobs? You know, what's up with the big ass? I'm like, well, I mean, are we looking at just these parts, or are we studying fucking like structure, weight? You know, what happens when muscles collide? What happens when they interpolate? You know, but that's a big woman. What you wanted me to do? You know, censor my drawings? So yeah, it's the fucking times, man. Oh, you're curious about that? Oh, I'm breaking this tool that a friend gave me. I'm selecting these vertices, and I'm actually like selecting the joints to this tool, so that way I can manipulate this rig by scaling it bigger or smaller. The controls don't do that for me, so not particularly like on this rig too. And I knew I was going to need that ability, so a friend mocked me up a tool to do that shit for me. Good eye there, Drew. You're actually paying attention to my stream. Most people come here just to troll me. Give me 1 second, guys. It's crazy. I'm gonna stretch this a little bit. Can I stretch it? Okay, I can. Yeah, most people can't draw or don't want to draw, and it's totally fine. Like I know some great fucking animators who don't have any drawing ability whatsoever. So it's not like it's mandatory to draw to be a great 3D animator. But it does kind of like help, especially when it comes to like plotting stuff out. I find that drawing helps particularly in game animation because of the fact that you're not physically capable of like acting half the stuff out without manipulating your footage. If you draw like really good anatomy and stick figures and know your timing and spacing and stuff like that, it's just as good as any kind of other reference. And the cool thing is you can push it. Like Jason Ryan from my anime, he kind of like turned me on like 10 years ago to that reference. Like he would do that stuff with DreamWorks. He would just animate stick figures. Didn't matter what the character looked like. He just wanted the movement, the precise movement. And James Baxter, the fucking hotshot of animation, who everybody worships, he actually works that way too, although it's not mainstream that way. People see his beautiful line work and his finished renders, which are fucking fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. But his rough stuff is what nobody sees and what it's not mainstream. A buddy of mine worked with him and he told me exactly how James Baxter draws. He works in blocks and circles and fucking lines in between those. Same shit, you know. It's like it was finding out Santa Claus wasn't real. Like, because I grew up watching Disney animators draw beautiful drawings, and they're like, these are my tie downs, or these are what I draw every day. Not the case. They don't show you how they actually rough shit out. It's like scribble and circles and geo shapes. So, you know, don't believe everything you see on TV, kids. Instead of doing the joints and the outliner. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just you grab the part of the vertice and then it gives you a little sub menu of every joint that's related to that area, and you just grab it and pop it. So like right here, I'll show you. It's like I grab this, grab the work, get my little tool. It says like arm joint 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 2, 1, whatever. I'll just do 8. There's my joint. Pop it back. You know, rinse and repeat. You know, so it's kind of fun. Ah, but it helps too, especially for these big impact poses where you need to see that punch. Scaling them up a little bit. It's a nice little trick that can help you read this attack a little bit more better, you know, especially when you're in the heat of a battle. Look, if the camera's that small, as you guys see, if you emphasize the punch or in this case, the elbow, through that scaling technique, you have a better read on what's happening on that impact. And then, of course, you can enhance it with a camera shake, which I'm going to do a little bit later, and all that other bullshit. So, or learning that Disney animators have something else to do in betweens, and a third person cleans them up all the lines. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was your break into the industry. You cleaned up somebody's drawings. Cleaned up somebody's drawings, or you made the in between of the supervising animator, which is a technique you cannot do in 3D. Um, I don't think there's any kind of path you can do that. I do know that you can make animation and give it to another animator to like polish a little bit more, but I think that comes with like one of you guys talking about earlier by saying like, do you prefer layer use? Like suppose I inherited an animator who was all about layers, and they said, "Hey, Brad, clean this up," which has actually happened to me before. An animator named Victor, who I worked with at Real Effects, he gave me a shot from Turkeys, and he's like, "We just need to polish this up a little bit because he had his hand full." When I opened up the scenes, he had a shit ton of layers, and none of his he never used the graph editor. He just animated everything on layers to where it looked good. So I was trying to make adjustments to his back, but I had to go through individually to figure out where the fuck this animation was coming from without breaking shit down, you know. So industry's changing so fast, man. Fuck, dude. You're telling me. Taking our jobs, man. You would slap that man. I feel you. I still owe him a slap. Next time I see him in public, I'm gonna just sucker punch him out of nowhere. Be like, use a graph editor next time, you asshole. That was from my mother, my father, my brother. I'm thinking about popping. Superman? Damn fine movie. Shit. Yeah, what do we think? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't just hand out the best film of a franchise lightly. I think that was my favorite Superman I ever watched. Uh, but I digress. There's plenty of Snyder fans out there wanting to like. First, it was Democrats versus Republicans. There's fucking immigrants versus ICE. Now it's like Snyderverse versus James Gunn. So I don't know what's happening out there in the world. Everybody wants a good fight, Everyone wants to complain about something. It's like Superman comes out and we're like, hey guys, let's make peace. Hey, the man of steel, the man of tomorrow, hope, love, truth, and honor. We can get through this together, right? Superman will save us. Movie comes out, bangs it out, and all of a sudden people are fighting again. They're fucking fighting over other Supermans. They're like, that's bullshit. Oh man, nobody's happy anymore, dude. Nobody can eat two cakes anymore. Check this out. I summed up the internet, guys. So like this is the internet in a nutshell. Look, I found this meme. This is social media in a nutshell. Look at this. That's exactly what the fucking internet is now. You know. Quit enjoying yourself. Oh yeah, yeah. Wouldn't Superman's dad what's his nuts from the hangover? Who made that call? Like I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's fucking the Cooper. That's Rocket Raccoon in human form. Yeah, that was something that kind of ran over my head. Like they kind of made Superman's parents like some real assholes. But I don't know. This is spoilers. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody who hasn't seen the movie yet. Superman's parents like cook him cupcakes. He doesn't like them. Superman hates cupcakes. That's the one thing he hates more than anything. That's why they were assholes. Like it was his birthday and they made him cupcakes. He hates cupcakes. So. But the movie was good though. We saw it on the Warner Brothers lot. Warner Brothers invited me to go out there on the lot, so I got the VIP experience. I thought James Gunn was actually going to pick me up from my house, me and my wife. But we got discount James Gunn. He showed up at the gig, you know, rocking the glasses and stuff. And yeah, like some popcorn and shit like that. It was cool. You can see it on my Instagram. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's so crazy because like when you're in the executive like movie theater for Warner Brothers, you'd expect their seats to be like super fucking comfortable, like super A-list, like Persian leather comforters, massagers, and shit like that. It's like some old ass grandma material, when we went in there. It smelled like a fucking museum when we went in there. But I guess it's like old school shit. They don't want to change nothing. All right. Oh man, my lower back is gonna fucking kill me tomorrow. The version is more lighthearted. Superman is weaker than the dog. It's not weaker than the dog. Come on now. Lex Luthor was convincing enough. I'll give the movie this. That was the best Lex Luthor live action version I've seen. And I'm a sucker for Christopher Reeves' movie, but that Lex Luthor performance, I totally bought it. I was like, I don't know anything about this character, but I totally believe that he can kill Superman if he wanted to. Because that was always the big thing. I'm like, Superman's a god. Lex Luthor's just a human. Why can't he just kill this guy or find him? But yeah, the way he had everything plotted out, I was like, okay, I get it. I get why this guy is such a threat to him. He's just smart as fuck. He's like, he's always had the one up on Superman. I think that's good. Let's work on reaction. Yeah, it was really comic booky. Like the movie had James Gunn all over it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of James Gunn's movies. There's only the few, like the first Guardian I really loved. I did not like Suicide Squad at all. I despised that movie. The second Guardians was okay. I didn't see the third one. I don't know why I don't have an interest to watch that one. Like his early work was all right. Slither was cool, but like James Gunn's kind of hit and miss for me. So like I went in there not even expecting anything. Like I went in there like I don't know about the Superman hype. To be honest, guys, I'm not a big Superman fan. Like I don't really care for Superman as a comic book character. Like I watched the animated series, I loved that, and I think that's why I love this movie is because it reminded me of a full feature animated movie, that I watched that Warner Brother produces, which oddly enough, those movies are way, way better than their live action personas. Like to this day, I think the best Batman movie I've seen from Warner Brothers, and you can look this up, is called Under the Red Hood, and it's an animated version. That is like by far the best Batman fucking movie I've ever seen. It's great. And the Suicide Squad version is also one that they animated as well too. So like that's like my top tier comic book Batman, Superman movies are animated. And I feel that's why I like James Gunn's version of it, because it felt like an animated movie come to life, you know. So that's kind of my hearkening for it. Hmm. Yeah, I mean it's always going to be like that, guys. You know, like whenever you get a different director tackling this, because that's what art is. You know, like somebody tackles it that has a different vision, art style, you're going to get their interpolation of it. You know, so but people take it so fucking seriously. Like, I can't believe this exists. I mean, I take it seriously too. Like, there's no way that that Michael Bay turtle shit should have ever existed, but it does. And sometimes it's fun to watch bad movies. You know, that Abomination Turtles movie. Like, I'm defending everybody's else's artistic vision except Michael Bay. He had no right to touch that fucking series at all. It's like this guy was probably like Siri's listening to me, chat. This guy was, oh, Siri also listened to me too. Again, I gotta stop saying her name. This guy was probably like 25 when I saw Turtles in the theaters for the first time. He could give a shit less about that. He just wanted to get back on Transformers so bad that he sabotaged the film and put Transformers in the fucking film. But I digress. I digress, gang. If you want to see another good James Gunn material, guys, if you're on Max, go watch a show called Creature Commandos. Really good shit. Some really, really good shit. Some hot storytelling. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you another strength that he has, and I know I'm geeking out about this a lot because I really enjoyed the film. I think one strength that Gunn has is that he can write characters that I don't fucking know about, like those very obscene characters that nobody knows about. This dude can introduce some of these characters and make them look good, you know. So I think that's like one strength that he has. Like, what was it, the Green Lantern and Mr. Terrific? Like those guys, like I fell in love with them. I was like, this is so fucking cool. Like the bad guys, Ultraman, and I had no clue who these characters were. And I was like, already I love it. Hawkgirl was kind of was weak for me. She didn't have too much to do. But like all these characters, I'm like, that dude can really take like some very crazy characters that nobody knows and really write good stories behind them. And Creature Commandos is a great example of that. So if you guys go watch that show, you'll love that too. I figured I was like, that's the Suicide Squad we should have got for me. Yeah. Anyway, what the fuck do I know? I just work for Warner Brothers. Peacemaker show is also good. Ah, you guys, I'm probably gonna lose my audience right now. I didn't really enjoy Peacemaker all that much. I don't know why. It wasn't clicking for me. Worked on Peacemaker. He was fun. He was like a fun character. I worked on the Peacemaker character from Mortal Kombat. That was actually really fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed actually giving notes on John Cena's performance. Saw the video posted, yeah, the air guitar. I still wanted to do his victory, but one of my animators, co-animators, PJ, he got his claws into that early. He was like, I'm doing this fucking animation. I don't blame him. It's like probably possibly one of the greatest show intros of all time. Yeah, I don't know why I fell off of Peacemaker. Like the first couple episodes are interesting, but I think it was the whole butterfly thing that I really didn't get or really didn't care about. But I'll watch season 2 though, because everything that we were doing was all around that fucking butterfly angle. I was like, I don't like that shit. That was stupid. But he's a funny character. He's a fun character though. Like especially when it comes to like goofy characters, like Johnny Cage or Peacemaker, or just silly fucking characters. I'm all over that. I'm like, let me do that one. Let me do that goofball. You know. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't really dig the Suicide Squad too. It sucks because the Suicide Squad's cool, you know, but I just never clicked with the interpolation of them in media. You know, like I think both movies were terrible. I didn't like Gunn's version either. I mean, terrible is an extreme word. Like the first one was terrible. Second one was just like I just didn't click with it. I see the charm in it, but it's like there's just way too many characters and way too many like I wasn't really like invested in any of those characters, which I guess you don't need to be. And in the video game, Jesus Christ, I mean, I feel bad for Rocksteady how that went down. But the best version of Suicide Squad, guys, is this one right here. I think this one is it. No, not. I didn't know there was like a. I didn't know there was a different version of them. No, it's not Hell to Pay. Was it Assault on Arkham? Oh, I think it was called. Yeah, this is it. It wasn't even called Suicide Squad. It was called Batman Assault on Arkham. That was it. Yeah, this movie. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, this was the best version of Super Suicide Squad, in my opinion. This one was fucking. It's so crazy. Yeah, 2016. It's so crazy why they called it Batman Assault on Arkham because Batman's like barely even in the movie. Assault on Arkham is fucking awesome. This one, this version, this was the best version I thought, in my opinion. I love this movie. I love it because it's centered around Deadshot. Deadshot was the main character, and like these guys got huddled into the mix and shit like that. Joker comes in at the very end, but he's not like so much to take over the film. He eventually takes over the film at the end, but it's all about Deadshot, and Batman is just a side character in this movie. But it's so good. Yeah, love it as well. Yeah, it's like my favorite version of it. And they have so many characters in there too, but they don't harken on them. You know, they just kind of come in to serve their purpose, and that's it. But I think the whole thing is like they try to infiltrate Arkham. I think that's what it was to get like some information from one of the prisoners, and that was it. It's like it turns out it's like a big fiasco to get them in so the prisoners can get out. And then Batman's like all fucking espionage. He's like, it's I don't even want to spoil it, but he gets inserted to the movie so cleverly. I'm like, bro, I didn't even see that coming. But yeah, I would recommend that one. That's fun. Mm-mm. Oh, it didn't do it for you? I enjoyed the hell out of it. And funny enough, I haven't seen many animated like DC movies after that. I don't think so. I'm probably missing out on a lot. But top tier list, guys, this is the best Batman movie in my opinion. This one, Under the Red Hood, is like the best fucking Batman film, I think, animated film. And what's crazy, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are not in this one. Normally, I'm nostalgic for like Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill's voice, but both are not in that film. You know who plays the Joker in that film? Take a crazy weird guess. Who plays the Joker? It's like you wouldn't think this guy plays the Joker. Oh no, hell no, no. That would be I would be trolling you big time. No, it's a guy that you're like, how the hell did he get casted to play the Joker? Because his genre is so different from what what he's known for. He's known for comedy, which I guess in a sense, like puts him in a role. Oh yeah, he's a comedian, but no, he plays a dark fucking Joker. He played in Futurama. It's the guy that played Bender, John DiMaggio. He played Joker in that film. I couldn't fucking believe it when I heard him. I was like, who is this guy? And I looked him up and like, Bender? Bender plays the Joker, and he does an excellent job. Okay, I get rid of that. See this real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't checking the YouTube, guys. I apologize. Paul Thomas Anderson characters are cool too. Love his movies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like. I think. What did he do? I know he did all the fucking Resident Evils. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. He made my favorite fucking Mortal Kombat film of all time. I'm a sucker for that '95 film. Wait, just to kind of get your take on that, Ahmed. Like, is that the same Paul Anderson we're talking about? Mine's Paul W. Anderson. Maybe yours is different. I haven't heard him referred as Thomas. Am I thinking of the right Paul Thompson? Oh, no. Sorry, wrong Paul Anderson. My bad. I jumped too far ahead of there. Oh, this Paul Anderson. Okay, I was thinking of the wrong Paul Anderson. There Will Be Blood. Oh, I fucking love that movie. Yeah. Punch Drunk Love. Love that movie too. Magnolia. Oh, you did Magnolia? I should know this guy. Heartache, that's a good one. Yeah, fucking There Will Be Blood is genius. It's like the best, most overused lip sync animated movie. DiMaggio is the man without. DiMaggio is great, but the one thing I did not envision him as is like a dark serial killer like voice without thinking Bender. You know, like I think he's just gonna crack a joke. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just looked it up. The Master and Will Be Blood. Yeah, yeah. I love There Will Be Blood. I fucking love that. Like Daniel Day Lewis in that movie, just peak. Like I think Daniel Day Lewis, obviously everybody knows is a great actor, but I only like him in a few movies though. You know, everything else is just way too fucking serious for me. And the crazy thing about that actor is that he's been retired, unretired so many times, but he only like chooses movies that are good. And I'm like, that's pretty OG. That's pretty pimp, you know. He's like, I'm not gonna do this unless it's actually means something, you know. It's like I wish like in a sense I was that kind of an animator that was just respected enough to be like I could just choose what projects I want if they mean something, let alone get offered them, you know. I could be like DreamWorks is like, hey Brad, you want to work on Shrek 6? I'm like, nah, hell no. Pixar would be like, hey, we're doing this new original thing about a cat, Flo. I'm like, nah, you know, don't see really any long-term longevity of it, you know. Or like fucking Sergio Pablo comes up and says, "Hey, Brad, we're doing a new 2D movie." I'll be like, "Yes, I don't give a fuck. I don't need to read it. I'm in." There's like a few studios I would just say yes to. Spa Studios is one of them. It's like, what genre would you work on for free, guys? I think that's how I got the job at NetherRealm. I really geeked out about that movie. I was like, I love that '95 film, bro. Bam. I think that's a little too far. Oh man, talking about all these movies, man, killing my voice, dude. All right, Drew. Hey, buddy. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following, man. Thanks for catching up, man. That was fun, dude. Good times, my friend. Hope to see you around soon, man. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Yeah, have a good night, eh? Catch up to some other time and talk shop. Cheers, buddy. Have a good night. That's cool. So where am I at? Let's pose. All right, let me sit down again, chat. Switch it up a bit. It would be nice to work on this project like a little time every day. I'm just so swamped with other shit right now. I really want to put a button in this one scene. That's why I try to mix it up on the stream, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to document this one though. One live. I think YouTube documents live stuff. Could be mistaken. I think they're pretty good at that though. Yeah, thanks for everybody for joining me for tonight. It's fun geeking out with you all. I'm trying to sharpen my wits of like talking while I'm animating. I can't do two at the same time. Like I have a bad tendency to be side distracted when I'm doing stuff, so I don't really talk too much when I work. I do a lot of this, like I'll do a lot of this stuff when I'm demoing for class, but I don't really animate as much as I do narrowing down on stuff. I've seen some people that have the ability to do that, and I always am envious of that kind of skill. Really quite mastered as to doing two things at once. I've always been like that comic book panel with Milk Call animation thing where you're like, I can't fucking do two things together. Speaking of Milk Call, new book I think's coming out. So it's pretty cool. You know, that things that people buy and read, some of those are coming out. Oh, okay. Recently took workshops at iAnimate and also follow you and Richard Lycos' class. Richard, Lycos' class. They really help a lot. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I'm glad you're helping out. Yeah, I need to. There's also a lot of great animators like Michael Kovanis, Kevin Rucker. Those guys I really like at iAnimate. I wish there was a way that I could take their classes. Me and Michael talk about that all the time. Like, I want to take this class, dude. Yeah, they're great animators. I try to watch as much as I can from them because they're very, very helpful. It's like I wish I could. There's an anim course. Let's see. There's an anim course that just is dropping in August that I seriously want to take. With that lead guy from Sony. Where is it? Forgot his name. Spam live stream and news. Fuck. It's like spammed all over my Facebook. I don't know why. Fuck, I can't find it. Oh, this one. Unleash the Action. Yeah, I seriously want to sign up for this one. Early did. I don't know if it's a class though. Class open 62 days, basic, advanced, total. Okay, it's just videos. Yeah. I might buy this though. Son of a bitch is doing exactly what I want to do. Effects rigs, cinematic camera. The total package he got there before me. Yeah, he stole my idea. Seriously looking into that one. Looks fun. Shit. Facebook. Tech workshop with taste, feedback, and animation demos are super detailed. His tips shared amazing. He's one of my favorite. Yeah, Kevin's the best. Dude's got like such a solid demo reel too. Like, I need to get my shit up to that level. It just takes time. I remember one time I proposed the idea of like an animators roundtable. I was like, that would be fucking cool. It's like kind of like something that they do with actors roundtable or animators roundtable. Like actors and directors, where they all just sit around, they just talk about shit. I was like, we should totally do that for iAnimate. And it was met with, yeah, let's do it. And then it just died after that. It was like nothing after that, as things normally do. Hey now, can you select this? Fuck you. Uh, Ding, ding. A little too high, too quick. Mm. Bam, bam. Right, a little camera shake there. Let's see. Let's try this one. What's on Z? Is it now? Okay. Too heavy. Still need a little keep alive through there. There we go. Nice little movement. Little steps, little movements, little movements. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Uh-oh. All right, stream's still looking good. Well, at least I don't have to bring my computer back just yet. There's going to be a time period where I got to move this thing back. Glad that it's staying this way. For a while. Need to get him a little bit lower, but let's compose for this side. Let's see. He just got elbowed in the face. He's gonna take some time off. It's almost like I want him to do it. Oh, squeezing that thing into his body. Something like that. Need more oomph on that pose. Ah. Yeah, that feels better. And he like, oh shit, my fucking face. Cool. While he's doing that, the other guys are gonna get up and attack. Yippee! Oh, it's under 500 frames, chat. Let's get this other guy going. What is this? Oh, I don't like that. Doesn't have any carpal tunnels. Alrighty then. This is 12:42. Let me just add a couple more keyframes and we'll probably have to call it for tonight. It's just after 12 a.m., man. Nobody's up this late animating. How's that possible? Maybe I should keep that arm the way it was. I was going to balance it on the tip, but that's just going to be too much fucking work. Something very slow about that landing. I wonder if I need that pose. I kind of like the landing. Kind of do a halfway pose. Block that out here. Break that. There we go. Tilt the head up a little bit. There we go. Probably go back and freshen that up a little bit later. Okay, right around here. Let's bring his head up a little bit more. Just getting back into battle. What's happening here? Okay. It's like, what is going on here? Get him back on this knee. What the fuck? The fuck? Yeah, I think that's where we switch it back. Alrighty then. God, I'm gonna regret ever choosing this rig. These fucking fights. I hate these fucking cyborgs. Ugh. you. Error. Uh-oh. 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 You gonna have a crash? Are we crashing? Oh god, chat. We're gonna crash. Oh, we crashed! Fuck! Let us recover. Boy, this isn't a sign from God. I don't know what is. It's like shut off, turn off. Turn off your animation brain and go be with your family. Can't believe that did it. An error off of not choosing the right controls fingers did it. All right, how much did we lose? Yeah, turn it on. Please save your file. I thought, let's see, I thought nothing would open up in the modify this time around. Holy shit, how much did we lose? We lose 14 minutes. 14 minutes of fucking work. Ah! Yeah, this is all garbage. It's all garbage anyway. Okay, let's see. What did we lose? What did we lose? What did we lose? Oh, wow. I did all that in 14 minutes? The slam, too. Holy shit. That's crazy. Let's readjust these poses. Damn, that sucks. That's what I thought, too. In the temp folder, though? God, where's the temp folder located? Nom 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 nom. Let's navigate. Why aren't these temporary ones? Why are these incremental saves not working either? The fuck is up with that? What's that, Italy? Italy, let's take a look. That's what I thought too. Like normally it would show up on in the very beginning, but let's see. Nope, it didn't save one for this one. That's so fucking odd. Because normally when I do open these things up, like 9 times out of 10, it would show it up here. It'd be like, oh, this temporary crash file, unless it's like totally shit the bed, and did that too as well. Well, motherfucker. Well, at least I mean, I lost just like a few posers, but I can get them back. At least I didn't, oh, at least I didn't lose like damn near like 30, 40 minutes. Then I would have been like, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my stream and goodbye. It's trap music that I'm listening to. Here we go. What time we got? 1 o'clock. Ah! At least we got another attack and reaction in there before then. Starting to feel it, guys. Save. One of my streamers' mistake got me in that habit of just saying save. That's a little too fast through here. I'm just move that over here. Mm-hmm. Can I get him to his feet? Will I be able to get him to his feet on time? That is the question. Will he blend? Will he end them? I am using OBS. You can't hear me? Idiot rocks? You can't hear me right now? Hang on. Check. I can hear me okay, but yeah, it is a little soft. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me that I was streaming for 4 hours and somebody from both chats finally tells me that I'm a little soft? Yeah, talk about participation in this chat. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Check. How about now? A little bit more gain. Oh, look, now they're coming in. Yeah. Your mic is a little low. Yeah. We didn't want to say anything. We just wanted you to. We just didn't want to hear you. We wanted to watch the stream. We just didn't want to hear you talk. Yeah. Oh, but by the way, yeah, your mic's just a little soft. Oh, you're in the stream. Yeah, you muted. You were muted the whole time. Jeez. All right, Steven. Nobody on YouTube said anything. Man, talk about loving how I think I'm having an at least decent stream, and when I watch it back, nothing's working. Like, hopefully the camera's working. Hopefully you're getting my good side. God, add a little bit more gain. About now. I'm tweaking it more. A little bit more. Check. 1, 2. I have the most quietest bunch of listeners in the world. Don't say anything until it's too late. I hear myself echo. Here's full game. It should be enough. Ah, chat. Fam. You need to let me know this shit. I ought to put my Nightbot, I ought to have it programmed, be like, speak up, start talking. Otherwise, I'm gonna have my Otherwise, I'm gonna have my Nightbot just talk to me. Hit the ones on full. That was good. This is the highest volume. I can barely hear you. Holy shit! You could at least send me out a public service message. You'd be like, Brad, I think you're a little low. Then I'll do it on my end to check to make sure. I'll ask for participation. I need some freaking participation here. Can't believe I had a full conversation with one of my coworkers like 2 hours into the stream. He didn't say nothing. He said nothing. Him or Gamer didn't say shit. I don't know. Maybe they just like the quiet stuff. Stab a bitch. It's funny. It's funny. My last time I streamed on YouTube, like my mic wasn't even working at all, and I got so many people talking to me in the chat. I think that must be like that. That's got to be a new niche for me. I'm just gonna purposely mute everything so people will have to participate. Say, hey, hey, where's the sound? Hey, hey. YouTube's audio's got more stat. Yeah, YouTube, my videos losing frames on YouTube. YouTube isn't the best. I almost wonder if it's because I'm using too much resources on my computer. Don't worry, I'm gonna go get this shit fixed. Now I actually hear my voice in my audio. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. What a snagglepuss. What a marigamaroo. What a maroon. You're welcome. How, Eddie, when did you get on? I should have checked. I should have been keeping up with you guys on the spiral right before it crashed. Okay, I'll take your word for it because there was a bunch of people hanging out on my Twitch. Some of them don't say anything, but I get it now. I get it. You guys just want to. You guys are just watchers. You don't want to listen. I like when all it takes is one. I like when it just said like, "Hey, your mic sucks," and everybody jumped in. Yeah, your mic does suck. Oh, well, it was like this for previous streams. Well, thank you for letting me know. You know what? It might have been swell. Might have been swell if it was like this for like since I started streaming and nobody let me know. It's so crazy because like not too many people participate in chat, especially when I get low viewership. I'm always asking. It feels like I'm asking the void. I'm like, hey, do I have good audio? Yeah, my past stream sucked. My YouTube one was terrible. I had 2 live streams going, and thank God one of my friends jumped on there. He jumped from there to Twitch and said, "Dude, your YouTube's done. I'm gonna have to like pay somebody just to like come and check and just give me like an audio check and be like, bro, can you just let me know if this is good or not? Because surely my chat will tell me." Ugh. I think we're done. I'm gonna call it right here. It's like 1:13. But at least we got some more done. Cha, 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 cha. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's coming along. All right, thank you, Eddie. Have a good night. All right, we'll save it here, guys. We'll continue on later. All righty then. All right, folks. Yeah, it's getting late. I gotta get to bed. But thank you for everybody hanging out. Thank you for everybody hanging on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for letting me know about my audio. It sucks. Hopefully, it sounds a bit better now. But hey, we're learning. You know, we can't be perfect streaming twice at the same time. So, um, I will definitely be back on Friday, and we'll continue up where we picked off. And yeah, I'll definitely check the audio. I'll be doing like checking all around when we get around to it. So. Thank you. Thank you to Drew, our new follower. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me. It's been great. So, have a good night. And I'll see you guys on the flip flop. So, peace later. Good night.